Avery's not sleeping, but she's really tired, so I think she's going to fall asleep any minute. She's got Curious George on. I'm hoping I hear her in there talking. But she's tired. I think she's getting her molars or whatever you call them in. And I think she's in a little bit of pain. Hopefully she'll fall asleep. Anyway, she'll feel better in the morning. First person here is Libra Love. How will Sagittarius approach me this week? I don't see all that much happening from Sagittarius this week. Some point, maybe midweek or later in the week, you could run into one another through divine timing. So that may be how communication comes in, but I don't see all that much happening this week. You may have to reach out to them if you want to see things move forward. Cinnamon, next 48. Got a Sagittarius coming in. You got a Sagittarius coming in. You have a new venture on the horizon. Out of the clear blue sky, the love cup could be full with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I'm feeling very successful around work, business, school, whatever it is that you do all day. It also looks like you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Summer Love. Is he telling the truth about not wanting to be with his ex anymore? He's not telling 100% the truth, no. Scared Street. What did he do today? He was busy all day. He could have been out with friends or family this afternoon. I think he was out all day. There's new venture on the horizon. There's people around him, family, friends, and I don't know if it was. I don't think it was a party. I think he was just out and about. He was busy all day. All day, family and friends around him. Bridget, General. Capricorn and a Libra. Capricorn and Libra that come in that may be of significance. You're making decisions in your own best interest, which is serving you well. You could have new business opportunities or new business partners or business clients or whatever it is that's positive around work, school, business, whatever you do all day. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan makes you feel relieved. Hangman's in reverse. Things start to move forward. Being guided by the divine brings in growth, change, and transformation around your life. Had some nice energy coming in. Brianna, reading for tomorrow. Something should happen tomorrow that makes you happy with the sun. Solution to a problem is in front of your face. You figure it out before the end of the night tomorrow. A disappointment moves into the past and money comes in. Not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward, and that's what's happening. Life's moving forward. Should be a pretty decent day. Brianna, general for this week. Somebody from your past may return, or you could run into an old friend that you haven't seen in quite some time. Out of the clear blue sky, communication picks up with someone that you've been hoping to hear from, or it could be this Six of Cup persons that comes back from the past. A disappointment moves into the past. Could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and feeling as if life has come back into balance. Eight of Cups, making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Happiness comes in before the end of the week. Karina, general. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Don't be afraid to express yourself and let people know what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Creative project comes in that you may be working on. You also may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. A disappointment moves into the past, and anxiety moves into the past. An old wound is starting to heal and move into the past. John, general until mid-October. General until mid-October. Got some choices coming in out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. Communication could come in about business opportunities that make your career move forward. You feel a little bit better balanced and a little bit more stable. The hard work you put into your career comes back to you. You also could be working on a creative project, or there may be a creative element around your new business or business opportunity. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Could be moving on to greener pastures. Not bad. John, love until mid-October. Out of the clear blue sky, you could have some new energy that comes in. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Looks like an argument or a disappointment will move into the past around love, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and the potential to enter a committed love relationship. Looks like balance is coming back to your life. You also may have the opportunity to move forward towards greener pastures with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Your love life should be picking up. You got happiness, long-term potential that happens in October, and a wish comes true. John, what are the Taurus intentions towards me? What are the Taurus's intentions towards me? Negativity around the situation moves into the past, and the ability to manifest new opportunities. She may be looking to either, there's justice around the situation. So I don't know what the whole situation was between the two of you, but she may be coming back where you're seeing justice in the situation. If she did something that made you feel like you were wronged in the past, she may be coming back to correct that. I don't know if she's back or if you've spoken to her or what, but there is opportunity in the near future to sort of let the disappointments of the past move into the past. Let the weight of the world melt off your shoulders. Anxiety moves into the past, and there could be a reconnection. It's going to be your decision as to whether or not you let this person back into your life, but you're going to see justice coming in around the situation. So her intentions may be, I don't know, what would correct whatever it was that went wrong in the past. Apologize, make it up to you, something like that. John, financial until the end of the month. Well, you've got things changing for the better quickly. You've got some money coming in, and things should be picking up around business, work, and financials. Being very focused on a side business or a side hustle makes a wish come true, and money is flowing in. Your finances should be improving between now and the end of the month, but I also think that between now and the end of the year, you should see a substantial change, and it should continue on through next year. I don't know. I just had a weird moment. You know, I had a weird moment today at the gas station, too. I've been driving Volkswagens for, like, ever. And the gas tank is on the passenger side. know that. And that's one thing I like about the car, because most people, the gas tank is on the driver's side. So I can always get a pump without having to do crazy maneuvering because I'm on the opposite side. For some reason today I got in line and I purposely waited for someone to move so I can get behind somebody because I thought that my tank was on the left-hand side, which is not. I don't know, it was just a weird moment. And I was like, what happened to me? How, like, I don't know, it was just a weird moment. Anyhow. John, is the Taurus contacting you when? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think that you're going to hear from her. I would say before the end of the year. Yeah, you're going to hear from her, definitely. I mean, the timing may be difficult to nail down, but you're going to see justice in this situation. Brianna, reading on work at my job this week. Just like a pretty decent week. You're feeling prepared. Things are moving forward towards greener pastures, feeling a little bit more financially stable, no longer holding yourself back. Things move forward, growth and transformation, and you should be seeing either you're being well respected, or you're being well compensated, or being acknowledged for your hard work. It should be a good week. Tiffany, what does Tarot want me to know? You may be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Divine guidance is making you not look back at the past, but head towards the future, where negativity is moving into the past. You should be seeing good karma and the ability to manifest new opportunities. Communication picks up with somebody that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, and you have some money coming in. Things are starting to move forward for you. Business could take off too. You got money coming in around business. Business, school, work, whatever you do all day. I think it's a business thing. TD, what are the ex-husband's next actions towards me? A disappointment moves into the past, and he feels as if he's made it to the top of the mountain around good karma. He may try to come back and make up for some wrong that he did in the past. I don't know, he's going to try to make something up to you. Those are going to be the next actions. I don't know what exactly it is he's going to offer, but he may offer to do something or fix something or give you something. He's going to try to correct a wrong. I don't know what he did in the past, but he's going to try to do something to get back into your good graces in the near future. Adonis. Does Vivi feel attracted to me still? What do I need to know about Vivi's feelings towards me right now? She is definitely still attracted to you. You just might need to have a little bit of patience. She's got a lot of respect for you, and it looks like things are going to, I think that things are going to work themselves out. She seems to care a lot, and she seems to be prepared for either things to move forward or to get the ball rolling again, whatever. I don't know where you guys left off. If it's that you're not communicating, she may be putting off communication, but it's in her mind that you guys are going to kind of get back to where you were. She's still attracted to you. She still cares for you. She just needs a little bit of patience. John, we'll see the Pisces pay the bonus. hard work that you put in should come back to you when you're headed towards the 10 Cups being full. He should pay the bonus. He should have paid it already. This is bullshit that you've had to wait so long. But yeah, I think he will. John, will there be a love relationship with the Taurus? You're going to have to come to that. Well, it's going to get complicated. So by the time that she comes back, right, you may still be feeling negative about her or negative about the situation. However, at that point, your life may have moved on pretty quickly with someone else, and there could be a third party around you. You may be involved with somebody else when this person comes back, and you're going to have to make a choice at that time, which way you want to go. You'll come to a crossroads. But yeah, there is potential for romance with Taurus. Yeah, there is. I don't know, though. You know, in most situations, you're going to have to wait until you get there. Most of the time, you know, like if your life has moved forward, most of the time I don't see people ending their current relationship that's functioning well to go back to the past. But you'll be presented with it at the time, and then you'll make the decision then. But yeah, there is opportunity for romance to move forward. Deb, general love. Well, you got a soulmate connection here. Now, soulmate connection, if you're with someone, great. If you're not with anyone, you got somebody from the past that could be returning. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an ex or an old flame. It could be anyone that you knew before. You also have cause for celebration that comes in around long-term potential, possibly with an Aries. A new beginning is on the horizon. A Taurus comes in. You got options coming in. But I think you're moving forward with a soulmate connection sometime this fall. Or definitely before the end of the year. Anonymous, I hope it's okay. Oh, okay. Let me just check. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'll check in a minute. I don't see it as of right now. John, this week for me. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You're not seeing it yet, but before the end of the week, you should. It also looks like balance comes back to your life. You're not looking back on the past fondly, but you're moving forward. Communication comes in from someone that you haven't heard from or that you've been hoping to hear from, or you get the phone call that you've been waiting on, whatever it is. Phone call from the doctor, from the business, from the lawyer, whatever. The communication should come in this week, and it brings in with it cause for celebration. It looks like there is a new opportunity for business on the horizon. Got a couple of significant people around you this week. They could be family members or they could be business relations. Aries, Taurus, Capricorn. Success comes in around a business or work endeavor, and you may be taking a new journey, or maybe something out of the blue comes in on the weekend that's fun and exciting that maybe you may be doing with your family. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care at some point is definitely suggested. Should be a pretty busy week. Let me check my email. Okay. See, no, I don't care how many times you ask the question, but no matter how many times I answer it, it's not going to change the way you feel. So you have to work on those issues. Like, I can answer this question every day. It's not going to change the way that you feel. You've got to work on what's bothering you. And this situation is not improving for you because you're not getting past it. You're still asking it. It's still very much front and center in your head. He doesn't want to be with the ex, but you don't believe that. So it doesn't make a difference what the cards say. And as long as you have that in your head, it's going to keep coming up. Yeah, me personally, my suggestion would be to get out of this relationship and work on your issues, because otherwise it's going to become a toxic cycle. If you don't want to do that, you have to figure out a way to not let her take up space in your mind, because you're not getting past it. Like, if you're still feeling tomorrow like you have to question it, and you have to question it next week, and it keeps coming up, it's an issue, because all of these thoughts and all of these negativities and all this vibration is going out into the universe. So what you're going to manifest is more of it. I get that, and this situation is common all the time. I got women that are hung up on their person's ex. I mean, I must get questions like this 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day. But how does he really feel about her? But how does he really feel about me? Who does he like better? Who does he like better? It doesn't matter what I say, because you're not believing it. So until you change that feeling, that emotion, and that vibration, it's going to continue to keep manifesting. It's the same thing. This is the same thing that we went through yesterday. It's going to keep coming up. So once again, it's your decision. Stay in the relationship and try to work on it, or or at some point it may just become too toxic, because you're not getting past it right now. I know that you say that you're taking my advice, and you sure as hell don't have to listen to me, but this is what I've seen in the past. If you don't heal those old wounds, you'll keep repeating them, and then the next situation will present itself the same way. It's like, all of a sudden this person comes in and everything looks perfect, everything looks like it's going to be okay, and then all of a sudden the ex shows up, because the situation, it's like, it reminds me a lot of like The Shining. How it ends and then it kind of begins at the end, and then it begins again. It's the same thing. It's like, if we're not working on those inner demons, they keep replaying over and over again, and we don't understand it. We're like, why do I keep meeting the same person? How come every relationship is the same? But we're not figuring out what it is with us. Because no one's ever taught us that. Nobody has ever taught us this. And it's unfortunate, because if you learn how to do this when you're really young, which I don't think anybody does, it can prevent a whole lot of issues. Anyhow, no, I don't think that he wants to be with his ex. Where was I? Did that one. I think I am up to Lydia. I'm seeing a Leo after work. I haven't heard from the Cancer. You will. I think you're going to hear from him by the end of the week. Okay, yeah. Towards the end of the week, a love offering comes in, and you're prepared from it, from a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could be a soulmate connection that could be, gonna have a little good luck around it. That Leo is still around. You actually may be getting a lot of, he may be around a lot over the next couple of weeks. But that Cancer's around too. That should be moving forward by the end of the week. I don't know where you guys are right now, but communication may pick up first, and then you could see each other. Maybe at the end of the week. But yeah. Yeah. Adriana, when can I be dating someone from the dating app? Oh, you can make that happen pretty quickly. That could happen pretty quickly. Like this fall, like within the next, when does fall start? On the 21st? So like later on this week. I'm going to say between now, I would say give it 12 days with the Queen. There's a 12, is Queen's 12. But the Spades is this fall. John, what does Anna think of me? That you don't hold yourself back. You're very creative, you're strong, independent, passionate, attractive, happy, easy to get along with, fun. May think that you're a very kind soul who's very compassionate and caring. I think she thinks pretty highly of you. Love Tulip General. Okay, you've got a committed relationship coming in here. If you're with someone now, great. If you're not, you could have a new relationship coming in with possibly a Cancer, maybe a Sagittarius. You've got success coming in, you've got passion coming in, you've got good business contacts coming in or more business opportunities. And you also could be better, feeling better compensated at work, better respected, and a little bit more financially stable. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life. A Scorpio could enter. You may have like a big shift where all of a sudden, like, all of a sudden things start to move forward pretty quickly. You know what it reminds me of? It's going to sound so stupid, but I just saw it in my mind. You ever see the gears of a watch, right? Where one gear moves and then the next gear moves because of it, and then everything else starts to move. It's like all of a sudden life, one thing starts and then everything starts to just, all the gears start moving. Sister, so much and yet nothing has been going on, so I never know what to ask. I totally understand. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's just take a quick look. Well, you got here a wish that's about to come true. Put that out into the universe. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You got some nice money coming in. You may also have an earth sign that comes in that may be of significance. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like an Aries is around. Feeling like the world is at your feet. You also have some happiness coming in. Anxiety is moving into the past. Life could be moving forward. All of a sudden, you may not feel so burdened or weighed down anymore. You may start to feel a little bit more light energy around you. I hope good things start coming. You know, I was talking to one of my friends about how it seems like, you know, like she keeps saying, she's like, I feel like we're on the brink of a shift. Like, I feel like we're on, I'm like, and I keep feeling like that, but I'm not seeing it. And she's like, yeah, but something's got to give. And I was talking to a different friend last week. We were on the phone for actually a really long time. And she kept saying the same thing. And she kept saying mid-September. This other friend that I was talking to tonight said October. I was like, please, it cannot get pushed back any further. We need things to change right now. Right now, and not a minute. Not a minute later. Right now. And general. You have a new business opportunity on the horizon. You may be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan or putting money aside for something that makes you feel relief. Feeling like the hard work you put into something has come back to you, no longer holding yourself back. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Ina, career. little bit better compensated, better respected around a new opportunity around business that brings in cause for celebration and balance. The hard work you put in helps you pay off a bill, a debt, or a loan. A wish comes true. Career seems to move forward. I got a new journey here on the horizon that's leading you towards the 10 Cups being full. Mountain. So I had somewhat of a conversation with A, where his feelings are at, and has he moved on, or does he have any desire to try to work things out? Okay. Has he moved on? Does he want to work things out? I think that you guys could have a new beginning on the horizon. I think he's going to want to work things out, or at least give it a shot. Adriana, this week at work. Not a bad week. Feeling stable, feeling appreciated. The Magician can be the ability to manifest new opportunities. Perseverance pays off. Maybe a busy week. You may have a lot going on, but you seem to be very accomplishing a lot of room for growth, change, and transformation. Looks like a pretty good week. Davey, love this week. You could have a Virgo coming in that's bringing in cause for celebration. That makes you feel like the hard work you put in has come back to you. You also have balance coming back to your life. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. You've got cause for celebration that comes in around exploring options, and a wish comes true. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a soulmate connection around. That could be with a Gemini. It also could be a fire sign. Communication may pick up with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This week, you have choices, but you're the one that's calling the shots. You're making the decision. So if something doesn't work for you, you don't have to put up with it. You've got too much energy coming in around you. Davey, general for the rest of the month. Could be taking a trip, or there's travel that may be coming up around you that could be possible. Could be a road trip. Even if it's just for a day or so, you may kind of be getting out or wandering around or something, which would be positive. Perseverance pays off. You could be spending time with a Sagittarius, or you may be traveling with Sagittarius. It also looks like feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief, and anxiety has moved into the past. Money comes in, possibly a large sum of it. Things change for the better for you quickly this week. It also looks like cause for celebration comes in around taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. There could be a new business opportunity on the horizon, or a new job opportunity, or something positive that happens around business. Money, business, money, career, like that. Looks like a pretty good month. He was very argumentative. I had a feeling that was going to happen, and he was defensive. And then he bugged out and stopped talking and told me to go after other people. I still think that there's more to come. How'd you leave off with him? I knew he wasn't going to take responsibility for it. Like, very, like, he's going to get away with what he can get away with. Rhonda, general for the next 7 days. Not bad. No longer holding yourself back. You got the Lover's card here. If you're with someone great, love, the cup here is full. If you're not with anyone, a new soulmate could enter, possibly a Gemini. Could also be a Virgo. Got another Earth sign around, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Taking time for rest, relaxation recharges your batteries. You've got happiness that comes out over this week. The hard work that you put into something, business, work, school related, whatever you do all day, comes back to you. Negativity moves into the past, and you should be feeling a little bit better balanced, or like life is a little bit more in balance. Red, how is T feeling about me sexually? I think successful, passionate, and connected. Pretty good. He stopped talking. He said, sorry, but I don't know how sincere this was through text message. I hate communication through text messages when it's something important. But sometimes it's all you got. If that's all you could get, that's all you could get. Let's see what happens next. I don't think that this is the end of it. I think there's going to be more communication. Anthony, is the Cancer still working, and how does she feel about her job? Yeah, I do think that she's still working. I think that she feels like there's better out there, and that I think she's grateful that she has a job, but I don't think that this is what she wants. I think she's just doing it until she can get to where she wants to go. I don't think she's thrilled, but I think that she's grateful she has something. I do think she's working. SJ, when will the Aries contact me? I don't know how often you speak to this person. The Ace would be the beginning of something. Ace could be the beginning of the fall, which is right around the corner. Could be the beginning of October. The Diamonds would be the beginning of the winter. Could also be the beginning of the year, January 1st. I would say you could hear from them as soon as the beginning of fall. If this is someone you speak to frequently, if you haven't heard from them in a while, it may take until the end of the year, but you'll hear from this person. The Ace also could be the beginning of any month, beginning of October, so like around a new beginning. Lose, General. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. If you decide to do it, it could be for business, it could be for pleasure, whatever it is, it's for your greater good. No longer holding yourself back. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. It could be very, very focused on business or a business opportunity or a new business idea. Success comes in around that. Happiness comes in before the end of the year. Something should happen that makes you very happy around business, career, work, the hard work you put in comes back to you, and you're feeling like life has come back into balance. Am I at red? How would he feel if I asked him to come over? I don't think he would be prepared for that right now. He feels like either he would be a little stuck, a little taken back, or a little bit unsure. I don't know why, but he comes off as feeling like somewhat of a disaster tonight. Not prepared for a new beginning. It just may be a bad moment. The timing around the situation may not be great tonight. Yeah, I would say that tonight just might not be the night. Miss Billy, love. You got cause for celebration that comes in around romance heating up with long-term potential. If you're with someone great, current relationship looks good. If you're, and there's long-term commitment with the Four of Wands. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Virgo coming in. And it may be slow and steady wins the race with the Virgo. However, it still has long-term potential around it. This person would come in out of the blue. If you're with someone, communication around your current relationship should pick up. It looks like some good luck is coming in, and the relationship should be improving. Two of Cups. If you're not in a committed relationship, you should be in one soon. The world is at your feet. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't be afraid to express what you need and what you expect in a relationship. If you're entering a new relationship, or if you're with someone and there's bullshit going on, don't feel like you can't express your feelings. You definitely can. Anonymous, why did he bring up Julie and my other ex when we were arguing? Because you're fighting with him over his ex, so he's going to bring up yours. Because he doesn't, for him, he's like we all have exes, right? We can't be jealous of everybody's exes. How many exes are in the past? Like, is it every single ex, or is it just one ex in particular? So he's like, you have exes too. Well, what do you want from me? What am I going to do about it? So that's why he brought it up. I don't really think it's because he doesn't trust you. I think he does trust you. Thing is there's a lot of damage that's been done to this relationship. So the more that you argue about exes, the more the exes are going to destroy your relationship, and the exes aren't doing anything. You know, I mean, there are situations where exes are a pain in the ass. They keep calling. They keep, I just need you to come over and fix this for me. But your exes aren't interfering. But you guys are fighting over the exes, which is going to continue to be an issue for the two of you. It's going to be the same fight over and over again. And the exes aren't doing anything. The thing is that the more you focus on the exes, the more you can call them in. And then they can potentially become a problem. Because what you focus on grows. If you kind of ignore them and forget about them, they'll go away. Because they're not an issue right now. They're not showing as an issue. 1, 2, 3 City. Is there anything the Virgo currently would like me to know? Is there anything the Virgo currently like me to know? They may be suffering from a little bit of negativity, or they may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by life. They also could be feeling a little bit like the timing around them right now is bad, or nothing seems to be. Timing around everything seems to be off. They just can't seem to make anything work easy. Amanda, do I and Kay talk about me, and if so, is it positive or negative? Kay gets jealous when I talk to I. Everybody talks, everybody gossips, and it's usually both negative and positive. I would say, yeah, they talk, you know, like that's just how it is. That's how people are. Yeah, there's good and bad communication. And then there are times where the conversation, where they may not speak that much at all. I don't know how close these two are, but it's like they seem to have mutual respect for one another, and there seems to be happiness around them. But I would say, I mean, everybody gossips, and everybody says good and bad things. Like, that's just life. Even people that like each other and have respect for one another still, like, everybody does it. And we just gotta have to kind of accept that and not care. And, you know, like what, you know, like if you could read somebody's mind, you probably wouldn't want to know their thoughts, right? Because their honest opinions, we probably don't really want to hear because they're not always so nice. And people talk shit all the time. Like, that's just what people do. That's why TMZ is popular. That's why the Inquirer sells. Because people like talking shit, and they like hearing shit, and they like to be involved. And nothing is going to be 100% positive because none of us are perfect. So you can't expect that people are only going to say nice things about you, because there's things about everybody that we don't like. Even the closest people to us. Even the people like that are our families. There are, you know, like, there are things that I don't like about my family members. And I might say things about them to my friends and vice versa. And my friends tell me shit about their family members because that's what we do. That's what everybody does. And I think in a way, sometimes, like, it is healthy to kind of get that out, but too much of that could kind of, you know, put you in like a downward spiral and a lot of negativity. But sometimes you need to vent. Hey, listen, my mother's a pain in the ass, or, you know, whatever it is. You need to just get it out and talk about it. And we all have positive and negative qualities. So we can't expect that people are only going to talk nice about us. Even those of us that try, you know, I would get annoyed with myself because I always felt like I tried to always have something positive to say, right? Always say something nice. Like, you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all, right? But then I'm like, you know what? No. You know, why can't I get, if I don't have something nice to say, just be honest, I don't care. And that also may come with, like, as you kind of get older, you kind of like, you don't care so much, I don't know, or it doesn't bother you as much. You know what, Adriana, like I say all the time with these dating apps, I don't necessarily think that you're going to meet the love of your life, but just the idea of taking your mind and putting it elsewhere, just like I'll tell people sometimes to, you know, get a hobby that really requires a lot of brain work, like studying a new language, or, you know, something where, you know, you can't do a pilot. Like, you can paint your bedroom, but, you know, rolling the paint up and down like this doesn't really take a whole lot of brain work. Your mind can wander. But something that's really challenging will take your mind off of whatever it is that you're obsessing about. And I feel like online dating can do that too, because you're putting your energy somewhere else. So even if you don't find the love of your life, just exploring, talking, if it leads to dates, great. If it doesn't, but you're talking and you're busy and your mind is focused somewhere else, I just think it's a good thing. So just try to keep an open mind about it, and let's see what happens. Susie, have I opened a can of worms? Uh-oh. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I think that you did open a can of worms. I don't know what you did, but the answer to the question would be yes. I think I am up to red for money for the next 2 weeks. Okay, over the next 2 weeks, you've got cause for celebration comes in around the options and choices that you have. You've also got a new beginning, possibly around business, work, school, finances. Looks like your perseverance pays off. Lovers, you could have a new soulmate connection that comes in, maybe a Sagittarius, could also be a Gemini. You've got happiness that comes in, and you've got your intuition is heightened. Haha. Around money, you've got a new business opportunity. You got choices that are coming in. You got a lot of good stuff coming in. Empress is bringing in money as well. So you've got choices that lead to happiness around a new beginning. Perseverance pays off. A soulmate connection comes in. Listen to your intuition. Money's coming in over the next 2 weeks. You should be fine. You should be in pretty good shape. Love tea. Ours intentions. I would say this person's looking for happiness, right? They genuinely want to be happy, and they do think that there is room for growth, change, and transformation for the better. And it does look like things could be moving forward pretty quickly, with things changing for the better fast around the situation. They seem to have good intentions. Let's see what happens. Beautiful one. General between me and M. Well, you've got success coming in around this situation. The hard work that you put into it is coming back to you. And also, this person may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. I don't know if this is a romantic relationship. I don't see romance, love, or commitment yet. But things should be moving forward significantly. Yeah, things should be moving forward and changing for the better for you quickly, out of the clear blue sky. Things could move forward. Good for you. See what happens. Mountain, you told me to go sleep with other people and enjoy life and get over it, that I'm the only one not moving on, still refusing closure. Was he sincere? Okay. Well, no, he's acting out right now of anger. He feels defensive. He feels like you called him out on bullshit that he can't defend. Whatever it was that you said to him, you're right, he's wrong. He can't justify it. So he's turning it back on you and telling you that this is your problem. So at this point, you have a couple of choices. You can just accept it and forget about it and walk away from it, because it's a whole lot of work and you're not really seeing much of a payoff, and there could be some more bickering that comes of it. I think that there's going to be more communication that's going to lead to more bickering before we see a breakthrough or anything change. But, you know, unfortunately, if this is how he's going to act, there's not too much that you can do right now. He's not willing to take responsibility. So you have to either accept his bad behavior and leave it at, okay, he's done some shitty things in the past, but I'm going to try to move forward with him anyway because that's what I want, right? Whether, you know, this is what I want, so I'm going to settle for it, and accept that he is not going to take responsibility and apologize for whatever happened in the past because he doesn't think he did anything wrong, which I don't think that he really doesn't think he did anything wrong. I think he knows that. I don't think he wants to accept it and claim it. So instead, he's going to point it on you and say, it's your problem. You're not moving forward. You go find someone else. Leave me alone. Because there are people that accept really bad behavior. I mean, I've seen it, you know, like, they don't care, you know, like, they don't care. Like, you don't care that the man that you married got somebody else pregnant? Okay. You're okay with that? All right. Then if you're okay with it, you're okay with it. But I'm not okay with that. you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are willing to accept the bare minimum because they don't want to be alone. And if it works, it works. You know, it's really about you. It's really about how you feel. Because he's not taking responsibility for whatever it was that happened. And like I said, there are some people that are willing to accept some really bad behavior just because they want the relationship to work. I mean, I was talking about this with a friend recently where I was like, I can't imagine. Like, we were actually talking about married people that we know, and she was like, well, they just want the marriage to work. And I was like, but why would you want something to work so badly that clearly doesn't work? It clearly doesn't make you happy. Why do you want to make, why can't you let go of it? Like, why is it that you want to stay in a situation where you're willing to put up with such bullshit just to not be divorced? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's me. I don't get it. Maybe because I've never been married before. So that maybe that's why I don't understand it. But I can't see accepting such bad behavior and turning your back on it because you don't care. But once again, you got to be comfortable with it. Not everybody's comfortable with it. Some people are. It's all about like what you're willing to accept. I don't think he's taking responsibility, and I think you're going to have to deal with that for a while anyway. Let's see what happens. I think there's going to be another argument that comes in, and you know what? Argument is communication, so I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's positive. I think silence is worse. I think that arguing is okay, and I think that there's going to be another argument. Julie, if the Guam job works out, how long do you see me staying there? 1 month or 2? 1 month. Two. You could stay 2 months. You could be there for 2 months, yeah. I think it would be a good experience too. Red, how is Gina feeling about me? I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but she may feel a little bit like, I don't know, like you treated her unfairly, or there's unfairness around the situation. I mean, she thinks you're a happy person. She thinks that you're moving forward quickly. She may think that you're very perseverant. I don't know what that Six of Pentacles in reverse is. Aside from that, otherwise, she thinks you're ambitious, independent, passionate. Fools in reverse, you'll find out. You'll find out about that Six of Cups in reverse. Either she's going to tell you or somebody will tell you whatever that is. That's like disappointing. Feeling out of balance, or feeling like maybe you don't respect her, or you don't give her enough respect, or some kind of nonsense. You're going to hear about it with Fool in reverse. Otherwise, I think that she feels okay with you. Yeah, or okay with the situation. Mountain, I'm not interested in this. Take responsibility. I told him I wasn't going to let it go until he did. I don't think that he wants to take responsibility for it. Like, that's the thing about closure. It's, you know, it's like, it's really hard because, like, when closure usually happens, or so the way that I've seen it is, people don't usually let go of the ex until somebody new comes in, and then all of a sudden they don't care about the ex anymore because now they got somebody here front and center. But for him, he's like, I'm not taking responsibility. I don't think I did anything wrong. I mean, I'm not agreeing with him. He's not taking responsibility, and it's not going, you're not going to get him to say that. So it's like, you either have to just accept it, or I think this is how it's going to be, because this is the kind of person that you're dealing with. Like, he doesn't take responsibility, he doesn't make good choices, he's not proactive about his life. His life is sort of a product of everybody else's life, or everybody else's decisions, and he just kind of, you know, whatever I can get, I'll get, and, you know, I'm not going to put in so much effort, you know, I take the easy way out. So he's not going to admit guilt. He's not going to tell you that he did anything wrong. He doesn't think he did anything wrong, and he's throwing it back on you. And that's unfortunate, but, you know, some people, it's amazing, and I've seen it happen in my own life recently in several situations where somebody is like, Like, how are you fucking lying to my face? How are you lying to my face and telling me that you didn't say that? Like, you said that. No, I didn't say that. You said that. No, you're crazy. You're crazy. I'm not fucking crazy. If you want to see crazy, I'll show you crazy, but I'm not crazy. And I've had that happen in a couple of situations with different people over the course of the last couple of months. And to me, it's really fucked up that somebody can actually lie like that. Like, and not, like, this is my lie and I'm sticking to it. You know, like, one situation I was like, I gave you money. No, you didn't. I gave you money. Like, what the fuck? I gave you money. Maybe you didn't ask me for it, but you sure as hell took it. No, you didn't. You never gave me money. What the fuck? Yes, I did. Like, but I don't know. That's, you know, that's the shit, like, how somebody can fucking lie like that. But, you know, it's like, no matter what I was going to do, I wasn't going to get a different answer. Like, that was their story. They were sticking to it. Bleak. There has been some drama all this weekend between me and my ex Libra. He has moved into my apartment complex. What's going through his head about me? Is he upset that he moved into my apartments? Well, what is he, an idiot? Why would he do that? Like, that's really dumb. Well, I think that he may be realizing that it is not a good idea to be there. Like, there's a couple of things that are just not a good idea. Getting involved with a coworker is usually not a good idea. Moving into the complex where your ex lives is not a good idea either, because you're going to see what's going on in that person's life. Unless you don't care anymore about the person, you've both moved on and you both moved in different directions, and you, honest to God, do not have any other hatred, animosity, it's all null and void, why would you move in? Because now you're never going to get them out of, you know, they're always going to be there. Yeah, I don't think that, I think he's realizing that he made a mistake. I don't know what brought him there, but not a good idea. Not a good idea. I wouldn't even think it was a good idea if the two of you were dating to live in the same complex. I just don't think it's a good idea. Not until you decide to live together. Then I would say then that's a different situation. But yeah. Because every little thing they're going to see. Somebody's going into your house, someone's coming out of your house, and vice versa. You don't need that. Like, this may be a time of healing for both of you. You don't need to see what everybody else is doing. Still an asshole. Like, why? What was the purpose of this? This is a shit show. Why did he do this? Now, can you imagine how that girl, if she knows that you're his ex and you live in that complex, how she must feel? This is going to be a fucking disaster. Not so much for you, but it's going to be a disaster for them. I mean, you know how women are about exes, and now he decides to move into the complex where you're living. And what does she want from you? What are you supposed to do? Leave town? Well, I mean, really, what does she want from you? Welcome wagon? Make a cake? Give her this. What? I mean, really? Like, what does she want you to do? Leave town? Is that what she's looking for? I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, women just get, like, it's like they have no sense. Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to do? He moved you here. It's go argue with him. I've been living here minding my own business. I didn't invite you over. People, I mean, really. what I'm saying. And he knows that you live there. You know what? It's going to eat that woman up, and it's going to drive her fucking nuts, and it's going to destroy their relationship. So that they won't be there long. Don't worry. Goodbye. Maybe it's a Mercury retrograde thing, and then they're going to go back. What stupid ass. Who's here having an answer for? Let me see. Down to the bottom. Maggie, I don't think I answered for. Full Moon, I didn't answer for. Jay. Mihak, okay. Jay, when, if at all, could me and Brianna the Aries be in a relationship with each other? I think you guys have potential. You do have a wish around the situation. Timing's not right now. Timing is not right now, but could be sometime this fall, maybe October. Maybe the month of October. You may have to give it a little bit more time. Sometime later on this fall it could happen. Susie, did he mean his threats? Yeah, I don't trust him at all. Yeah, I don't trust him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't trust him. I don't know if there's something that's... Yeah, I don't trust him. I would go to the authorities because I just don't trust this guy. Full Moon, did you block my number when I thought he did? I got mad at him kind of off after I called him from my number, but when it went to voicemail, when I called him from another number, he picked up the phone. Okay, did you block my number when I thought he did? No, he didn't block it. Nope. I mean, that happens sometimes. I have that happen. Like, I could have the phone, right? And then all of a sudden it'll say voicemail, missed call. Meanwhile, I didn't even hear it ring. But for whatever reason, it went to voicemail. And I've had it happen, too, with, like, FaceTime with my dad. I'll see it pop up, and it will say, like, FaceTime, and then it never connects. And then he's like, why aren't you answering the phone? Like, well, I tried. It didn't work. Sometimes if you're in a weird location, it'll just go to voicemail, or if you're doing something. Like, I've had it too, where like I was in the middle of doing something on the phone, and then like a phone call went to voicemail because I was doing something else. I don't think that person really blocked you. Maggie, when will I get to know the man with whom I will get into my next committed relationship? It could be sometime this winter, like before the end of the year. You like the blonde? Yeah, I like the blonde too, thanks. I like this one, I like the mint one, I like the blue one. I guess, I don't know, I like to change it up, which is really funny because my regular hair is always the same for years. I don't ever change that. I used to iron it out all the time and wear it really straight for my hair. Until I started teaching hot yoga, and then that was a waste of time, so I haven't flat ironed it in years. Julie, when I do go off to the Guam job, we'll see, get a better understanding that I'm not that I'm not focused on R, or would it mean nothing to him? Would he know I'm not focused on R? Would it not mean anything? Yeah, I don't think he would. I don't think he would put the two of them together. Like that is another one of those things where women think like that, men don't. Like women think, well, he's home on Saturday night, so he must not be with they must have broken up. But men don't really think like that. You know what I mean? Like they don't see one thing equals the other. Like he would just think you were going there for work. I don't think that he would even be thinking about it. Yeah. No, he'll just, you tell him that you're going for work, and that's all he's going to think it is. Mountain, is the Capricorn going to actually step up and have a face-to-face conversation with me in the next 2 to 4 weeks? That's what I would be hoping for. That would be what we need. I think he will. Yeah, I think he will. That's going to be a much better conversation. Sarah, what did Marcus the Aquarius do today with his children, or maybe with a lover? He was out and about. So there may have been a road trip, a new journey on the horizon, feeling like he's well appreciated. I don't know that he was with his children. Growth, change, and transformation comes in around divine timing around him. He may have been with a lover or with a date or something. I think he did a road trip, or he's something spontaneous, took a ride somewhere. But I do think that he was out, and I think he was feeling like the hard work he put into whatever the situation was, he got out of it. So if, I don't know, if it was a long drive, he enjoyed himself, or he enjoyed the day. I don't think he was with his kids. I'm at Paparazzo. Why won't he leave me alone and delete the pics? I haven't blocked off of everything, and he's got into a relationship, and he's still harassing you. How's he reaching you? You know what? This is what I would do. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, you're going to find out more. Something's going to get revealed around the situation. And eventually he leaves it alone. This is what I would do. Ignore him. Ignore any communication that he puts in. Don't try to fight with him. Don't give him anything. Like, if you don't beg him, nothing. Ignore him. Cut him off. Let him threaten whatever he's going to do with these pictures. At the end of the day, there is no real proof that those are your pictures. You know what I mean? Like, we've got all kinds of, you can deny it. That's not me. That's not me. That's my hit on someone else's body. I mean, maybe people won't believe it, but you know what? We have enough technology that we can do that. So don't let him think that he's scaring you, or that you're worried about it. Fuck him. Ignore his bullshit, and he'll go away. When he's not getting what he wants from you, which is probably, if you're getting upset, that's what I think he's after. If he doesn't get that from you, he'll go away, because he's not getting anything. Like, this is doing something for him. I'm wondering if he's kind of high on the narcissist scale. Do you find him to be a little narcissistic? If he has narcissistic issues, and he's very manipulative, and he's very, like, conniving, which, I mean, could be, because why isn't he deleting those pictures? He wants to use them for what? To blackmail you? if those pictures get out or into the wrong hands, like, what's going to happen? Like, let's just say he sends it to your boss. What's the boss going to say? You know, like, we had a situation once, a job I worked at, where one of the women was having an affair with the married guy. So his wife found out and wrote letters to all of the vice presidents in the company. And what happened? Nothing. What are they going to do? They're going to fire a good employee because of something that somebody else said? No. No. So you get a random wacky person and you're going to fire somebody over that? No. So nothing happened. Don't give him anything. Because if he thinks that he's getting a rise out of you, or if he thinks he's getting somewhere with you, he's going to keep doing it. We got to cut this off. And the only way to deal with a narcissist is to not deal with them. Julie, what did C do today and tonight? I don't think he did much of anything today. He may have been, well, he could have seen family members maybe sometime this afternoon, but other than that, I think he was just home doing nothing. Rest, relaxation, self-care. Possibly maybe lunch with family members, or lunch with mom, grandma, aunt, female, older woman. But I don't think he did much of anything. Eva, what does Sumi think of me? Thinks that you're, like, there may be growth, change, and transformation around the situation, and things would start to move forward. Thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere. May think that you're very intelligent, smart, perseverant. May think that the two of you could have a nice connection. May also think that you're intelligent, intuitive, unique, and creative. Mountain, how will the conversation go when A and I talk? I think you guys are going to end up having another argument, but that's okay. You also may feel like you put in a whole lot of hard work, didn't see all that much of a payoff. A lot's going to get revealed, though. I think that as far as feelings are concerned, you guys are really going to hash it out, and it may do a world of good just to get everything out. I think there's going to be another argument, but it's better to say it than hold it in. Virgo, love messages and general messages. Love messages. You've got cause for celebration that comes in around romance heating up. It could be with another earth sign. It could be with another Virgo. It could be with a Virgo, but it may be slow and steady wins the race around this person. There is long-term potential, and they may come in out of the clear blue sky. They're a very grounded, stable person, but they just may be slow and steady wins the race. They could be looking for a romantic connection or a commitment. If you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, I would say current relationship would be moving forward, but it's still going to be slow and steady. General messages. You are feeling prepared. Negativity is moving into the past. A disappointment is moving into the past, and your life is moving forward. You get some choices coming in. Divine timing is guiding you. You've got a creative project on the horizon, and you might be making decisions that serve you well, like for your highest good. You're making some good, healthy choices as we move through the rest of this year. Got some money coming in. Got communication coming in from someone that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Mountain, what is A, the Cap's main issue with S really in the first place? Well, this person does not want to, they've got an issue with something, maybe some kind of I don't know if they got a substance problem, but they don't want to take responsibility for their life. They don't want to make choices. They don't want to be proactive. They don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to take the easiest road possible. Like, they don't want to put in a whole lot of effort. They may feel that S is very successful, that S puts in a lot of hard work into life in general, sees a lot of payoff, and is always moving forward. And this person kind of feels like they come in beneath. I think that this person also feels like they need you more than you need them, but they can't live up to your expectations. And you may expect more from them than other people. Like I was saying before, some people will just settle for anything. They don't give a shit. So they're more comfortable with somebody that just doesn't give a shit, because this way they don't have to do anything. So I think there's like layers of things here. I think it's more than just one thing. I think that basically they may think that they need you more than you need them, and they don't like feeling like that. They also feel that they may have to live up to something in order to be with you. You wouldn't accept them just, you wouldn't accept them to be kind of like, lazy or whatever you want to call it. And I think that bothers them, because they feel that you function better than they do. And you would want them to come up to your level rather than you go down to theirs, where that's where they're more comfortable. It's not a good situation. Adriana, how is my next date from the app going to be? Will I enjoy it? I think you will. It's like negativity has moved into the past and you're feeling prepared. You may be going in like with an open heart, and you may have a lot of choices. Even if you're like, hey, listen, I don't know that anything's ever going to come of this, but you're giving it a chance. You're open-minded about it, and I think you're going to I think you'll have a good time. Even if you never see the person again, even if you just make a friend, even if it's just someone to hook up with, even if, whatever it is, forward-moving energy is always better than stagnant. Opening up the possibilities will always bring in more possibilities, whereas being hyper-focused on one person, especially one thing that isn't working, will always keep you stuck. So I think that no matter what happens, it's always going to be positive energy-wise. Queen, will he regret the way that he treated me one day in his life? One day, but I don't see that happening in the near future. It's going to take a long time. Julie, when would I be in a committed relationship long term? You could be in a committed relationship sometime early next year, like maybe the first quarter of the year. Yeah. Broken heart, how did he think and feel about my text, especially the text that I sent about his wife? He's pulled his energy back. I don't know what you said to him, but he's like pulling his energy away from you. I don't know if you said something that upset him. He's feeling weak. He's feeling like he was either lied to or he's going to lie to you. There's deceit around the situation. I would say the Eight of Cups, I don't know if you're going to hear from him. I don't know. Maybe whatever it was that you said is he's not going to respond. Maybe he's annoyed or angry. Mini-me, when will G contact me? sometime this fall, maybe early October, mid-October, first couple of weeks of October, you may hear from this person. Where the heck am I here? Mountain. What is it that Spirit is asking me to do here in this situation with A? I don't think that Spirit asks, like, I don't know, the way that I look at it, like, it could be, they could be a guide, but I don't think that they want you to do anything. I think you have to make those choices. Let's see what the Spirit cards say. Like, I always look at it like you can't be told what to do because the decision is yours. You could be guided, right? Like sometimes people will be in a situation where like all the signs are there that they should leave it or get out of it or move past it, and they refuse to do so. And in that case, I feel like they keep repeating the same situation over and over again because they're not learning their lesson. I think you can be guided, but I don't think that Spirit can tell you what to do. And I don't think that they want you to do anything. Like, I think it's your choice because you're the one that's in the situation, and we have to make our decisions as we move through this. Like, I don't know. That's just the way that I feel. I feel like we're here to make choices, and one choice may affect something else. I always think that the more you hold on to something that isn't working, the more it's preventing something from coming in that will work. And a lot of times people don't want to let go of whatever it is. They want justice in the situation, but trying to force something that's not happening or isn't happening easily, being focused on this could prevent something else. Like, you don't see it, it just goes past you. Okay, Spirit cards say about this situation. Two of Earth, there's too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Eight of Fire, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. Life experience, Archangel Chamuel, a significant life event. A powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. Julie, can you check the zodiac of the man that I will have a committed long-term relationship with? Well, you have happiness that comes in around a relationship. Once again, you're going to come to a crossroads where you're going to have to make a decision. There is a committed relationship being guided by the divine. It could be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Could be that Capricorn, but you also have fire here too, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I can't swear to who it is or who the next one is because I think you're going to have to make the decision. You know, it would be so easy if it was just, okay, this is the next person. But life usually isn't that easy, and we wind up coming to a crossroads where it's like, shit, things are going really good with this person, but now this person wants things to move forward. And I wanted this to happen for so long, and I wasn't getting anywhere. But now that this is taken off, now what do I do? And then at that point, you have to make a decision. So I don't think that, I don't think I can answer who you're going to choose because I think you have to choose that in the moment. And I think that you're like, once again, it's like we have a lot of choices here. Like we have choices to answer the phone when the person that ghosted us has returned for the 17th time. That's our choice. Like now all of a sudden we think that what, number 18, he's not going to do it again? Of course he's going to do it again. But we made a choice to let him back in. So it's the same thing. It's like, is he going to call? Yeah, he calls, but is that good? Is it good that he calls? Because if he fucking never calls again, you'll get over it, right? But if he calls, now we're going to start the clock all over again because he's going to ghost. And then now you're going to be like, well, is he going to call today? Is he going to call tomorrow? So it's the same thing. It's like you're going to have a choice and you're going to have to make a decision as to who you move forward with. Yeah, it's just not that easy. Everything's got to be complicated. Aqua, general this week. General this week. You may be moving forward towards greener pastures. You're no longer feeling stuck. You may be making a decision that moves your life forward pretty quickly. You could be taking a road trip, or you may be planning a road trip. It doesn't have to be a crazy cross-country road trip. It could be whatever. You've got a Sagittarius that comes in that may be of significance. You've got something that comes in that makes you happy this week. Creative project that you may be working on that you get a lot out of, and the hard work that you put into business, work, school, whatever it is you do all day comes back to you. Empress. How did Karen feel about seeing my brother yesterday and the interaction she had with him last night? Did it make her hope or think of romantic future with him? Okay, how did Karen feel about seeing my brother last night? Well, she was happy to see him, yeah. But I don't know that she's thinking about the future. I think she would like to see him again, but I don't think she's getting ahead of herself. Does she have somebody else around her? There's somebody else here. That may be why. There could be another situation going on. And that may be why she's not thinking too much about the future. I think she was happy to see him. I think the situation was good. And I think that she's hoping to see him again. I just don't think that she's too far ahead of herself. How about light? How did B feel after my phone call today? I called him after a long time. I think he felt good about it. It's like things change for the better quickly, like things could be moving forward towards greener pastures, or that you're leaving the past in the past. I think he was happy to hear from you. Abhishek. General around my class for the upcoming week. Perseverance pays off. Got a new journey on the horizon. Things change for the better for you quickly. Should be a good week. Should be a great week. Mihak 503, General. No longer holding yourself back. Feeling prepared. Negativity moves into the past. The weight of the world moves off your shoulders. Could have a new venture on the horizon, and you may be feeling a little bit more balanced. Susie, I don't trust this guy. I would contact the police because I think that it should be on record. Whatever the threats were, like, he doesn't have the right to do that. I would let the police know, because I think that if you can get some kind of an order of protection, it would serve you well. Or if a cop can come around the area or whatever, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't reach out to the police. Especially if you've been threatened. Yeah, I think that this guy could be dangerous. And you, Kriti, what does RS want from me? Well, there seems to be anxiety around this situation, and like it's kind of at a standstill. Everything's kind of stuck. Like communication could be down, somewhat at a standstill, and there's anxiety around the situation. The thing is that there is happiness that could come. It just may be way down the road. Maybe they're just undecided. They haven't made a decision as to what they want. They don't see things moving forward just yet, or they're not thinking about it. It's not front and center in their mind. They just don't know what they want. There is potential here, but it's kind of a ways down the road. I would keep your options open. Pinky, what are CR's current feelings? Recently, CR may be feeling like they're very prepared for the future. They're no longer feeling weighed down. They feel as if life has come back into, their life has come back into balance. They also may be feeling like their life is moving forward towards greener pastures. They have a little bit of good luck coming in, and they may be taking time for themselves, rest, relaxation, and self-care. Yeah, they seem to be doing okay. They seem to be feeling pretty good about things in general. Divine Goddess, General. Weight of the world is melting off your shoulders, and old wound is starting to heal and move into the past. Have patience with yourself at this time. This may be a moment of healing around you, but you get through it and you've got some good luck coming out on the other side. Balance comes back to life, the world is at your feet, and things seem to move forward for you. If you're going through a little bit of a healing moment, it's not going to take too long until you come out the other side. Got some nice stuff happening. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. A wish is about to come true. Put it out into the universe. Spiritually, is there anybody trying to become between me and KR? Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Yeah, there could be an earth sign that may be trying to come between you and this person. Kayina Anderson. I need to know what Donnie's feelings are towards me. Okay, let's see. May have a lot of respect for you. If you're in a relationship with this person, this would be a well-functioning relationship. If you're not, this person has a lot of respect for you. They may see a new beginning on the horizon with you and think the two of you have a nice connection. They also may think the negativity is moving into the past. Communication could pick up. I would say that they think that you're kind, caring, sincere, successful, intelligent, kind-hearted, unique, and creative, and that they're being guided by the divine. Looks like a decent situation to me. Empress, will I receive scholarship from Mayo? I think you will. I do think you will. Ajit, General, for next week. Might be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that no longer serves you. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful if you don't want children with that card. You got money coming in. You've got, listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. A wish comes true. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, don't stand for any shit. Water sign comes in. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Should be a pretty decent week. Lex, could I get a free reading? Yeah, just a regular, general. Oh, or nobody is meant to be. There is no such thing. Could you potentially have a relationship together? Possible. But you are not meant to come here and find one person that you're meant to be with, and they're not meant to be with anyone else, and they're only for you. That is not true. That is a fallacy that fairy tales that have convinced us of. But that is not true. Any two people can make a relationship work if they try. I mean, the relationship has got potential, but if this is something that has not been working for you this long, like if you've been struggling, it's not getting off the ground, because it does show that there's burden around this situation and somebody's holding themselves back, and there may even be arguments and somebody may be trying to manipulate this situation, I would let it go and walk away from it. But no, there is no, you're not meant to be with anyone. You're meant to choose the person who treats you well in that moment, and when that situation grows, ends, whatever, the next thing comes in. That's just not how life is anymore. It's not how it, I don't believe that's how it was ever. That's what romantic movies wants us to believe. But that's up to you. It looks like this situation's a little stagnant. If you want to continue to try to make it work, that's your prerogative. You have that choice. But you can't look at it like, well, this is something that is meant to be, so it has to work. No, that mentality keeps people in situations that aren't working, thinking that it has to work. It's supposed to work. Nothing's supposed to work. If two people are not working on the situation, it isn't going to work, no matter what. Anyhow. Aries star, how does F and E think and feel about me right now? I think that you're well balanced, smart, intelligent. They may think that you're creative, unique. They may be disappointed in something. I don't know what happened that may have brought up a disappointment. I don't know who they are, but there may be an issue around the two of them. That's something that they're disappointed in. I don't know what it is, but they seem to think pretty highly of you, but they're disappointed in something. Sage. Okay, you've got for the rest of the day. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, feeling better respected or better compensated at work, school, business, whatever you do all day. Divine guidance is guiding you, and cause for celebration comes in. Mountain, what are Ada Capricorn's current feelings? Is he pretty much done, or does he still have feelings? I get so confused over the stuff he says. Is it over? Well, I think he still has feelings, but once again, it comes back to the same thing. If you're going to expect him, if you're going to have expectations of him, he's going to continue to push it away because he doesn't want to have to live up to anything. And when he feels hurt, or when he feels like he's up against the wall, that's when he stabs. That's why he says these things. You have to make a decision. It's going to come down to you, whether you're going to make a decision whether or not you're going to leave this situation alone, or you're going to continue to try to do something with it. If you continue to try to do something with it, it may be an uphill battle for you, because he's got a lot of resistance around him right now. And I don't think it's about him not having feelings. I think it has to do with that he's comfortable where his life is, and he doesn't want to change things. He doesn't want to have to live up to anything. He doesn't want to have to admit that he was wrong. He doesn't want to have to admit that he's, does stupid things, or he makes bad decisions. And you're trying to get him to apologize for something that he doesn't want to apologize for. Whatever it is, the two of you aren't on the same page, and it's going to be an uphill battle. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you have to decide whether or not you want to stay in this, because it may be causing you more angst, and you're not getting out of it what you want. Like, you're not getting the apology. He's going to continue, like, this is my story, I'm sticking to it. Does he care about you? Does he have feelings? Yeah, I think he does. But I think it's just easier for him to take the low road rather than the high road. So you have to decide whether or not you want to still do this. That's going to be where you have to make the decision. I was in a situation years ago with this Aquarius, and every time I went for a reading, like, I kind of had, like, she would say things to me like, well, you're going to see him soon. And I would see him, and things would be fine, things would be good. And then I wouldn't see him for a little while, and maybe a week or so, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, and then he would show up again. And I always felt like, whenever I saw him, I always thought, okay, we're going to see each other more, or there's more coming, or, the relationship is growing. But it never really seemed to get off the ground, and whatever. And she would say to me, the woman that would read me, she would say, well, this is your decision, you continue to see him. And I kept saying, yeah, but, like, in my head, I wanted more from this situation. And she was saying, well, this is what you're accepting. Like, you're accepting him showing up however often it was. And it's your decision to accept him. This is what he's willing to give you. You're accepting it, and then you're mad because it's not what you want. But you're okay with seeing him whenever he shows up, which was true because I never turned him away. I always saw him whenever he was, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was. And I would get up and I would get ready to go over and meet him, or he would come here, or whatever the situation was. And I couldn't get it in my head that I was in control of it, because I guess I felt like, well, when he doesn't want to see me anymore, he'll end things, right? So I guess I felt like I was still in the game, or as long as he was still coming around, there was still hope. When really, I wound up ending things because of it was a long story, and I shut the door on it. And I never understood how I never understood until I looked back on the situation that I really ended things. I always felt like he was in control of the situation. He was giving me that much and I was taking it, right? And then I was like, but why aren't you giving me more? Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Where's the rest? Instead of ending it a long time ago and saying, you know what, this shit doesn't work for me. Why am I putting up with this? This sucks. Anyhow, and I feel like it's kind of similar to this. Like, you guys can continue down this road with the arguments and the discussions, but ultimately I think you're going to have to make a decision as to whether or not you want him as he is. And if you do want him as he is, then you guys can end up moving forward. But if you expect more from him, you'll probably fall into the same issues that you've had in the past, because he just doesn't seem to be ready to live up to anything at this point. Julie, curious to know, would C have moved on when I returned back, since he thinks that I'm going off with R anyway? I don't think he thinks that you're going there with R. I think he thinks you're going there alone for business. No, I don't think, for some reason, there's never really anybody around him. And if you were to go for a couple of months, I think you would come back and he would still not have anything happening. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. Like, some people call in a lot of energy and there's always energy around them. Like, I had a friend like that. There's always someone. And then there are other people that there's not really a lot of people around them ever. And he seems to be one of those people. Like, and I don't think that one is better than the other. I mean, I had a friend. She wasn't really my friend. She was my friend's friend. But I was friends, like, through, and so I knew everything that was going on. And she always had crazy situations. Like, she was screwing the boss, or she was, I don't know, climbing out of somebody's window. It was always something crazy. But she always had a lot of people around her. And if it wasn't working with this guy, she was with that guy. Like, I don't think that she was ever single, or she was ever had nobody. There was always somebody. And, I don't know. He comes up the opposite. He comes up like there's never really anybody around him. I don't know why some people's energy works like that and others don't. I don't know. Anyhow. Julie, will he enjoy his time with me tomorrow? He's supposed to come in the morning. Yeah, you guys should have a good time tomorrow. Yeah, his intentions are to come. Things look good. There's a new journey on the horizon. There's spontaneity around. It should be a good time. Adriana, when can I have sex? Okay. This winter. As soon as 4 weeks, or it could be as long as this winter. I think it's probably going to happen this winter. Julie, is he coming is he coming in the morning to make it seem like he's going to work as a cover? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think he may have the whole day off, and he's just coming in the morning. No, I don't think so. mean, I know, so, like, people have a hard time writing, like, regular questions that I don't think there's anything offensive. Like, really? Like, you can't say the word sex, big deal. Meanwhile, there was a troll in here the other day that was saying horrible things. YouTube has no problem with that, though. Talking about his... Forget about it. Anyway. That's okay. You can say that. Hierophant. What's Indy's energy towards me? I got frustrated with her doing nothing and let it be known. Oh, good. That's okay. That's good. Her energy is, she may be disappointed, right? And she may be slow and steady, but she still has feelings for you. And the energy around the situation, she's still very much around the situation. And her feelings for you haven't changed. You know what? Good. I'm glad that you let her have it. I don't know. Sometimes, like, opening up your mouth and standing up for yourself for some people, myself included, it could make you feel a little funny or awkward if you're not used to doing it. But I think that it's good. I think it's good. Sometimes people need to be shaken up a little bit. Mel. Aquarius, peace, thoughts, and feelings for me this week. Seems very focused. Page of Pentacles, you could be focused on your relationship situation, whatever it is, this week. Thinks that your perseverance or your hard work is paying off. The love cup here is full, and there may be a new beginning on the horizon for the two of you with those cards. You could lay down the law, set up boundaries with him, that's fine. Thinks that you're a kind, caring person who can be very, you could have high standards and you might not going to settle for less and you may expect a lot from him. I think he knows that you're kind of, you know, a strong, confident person who's not going to stand for any bullshit. That might be the Ace of Swords there. Thinks that you're smart, intelligent, maybe undecided about what to do or where things are going, but thinks that you're smart, intelligent, and has hope that there is happiness that could come for the two of you in the near future, or that the relationship can move forward. I don't know where you guys are, but it may be, I think he may be hopeful. Adriana, what's coming to me? Romance, look at that, first card. Out of the clear blue sky, the Magician, the ability to manifest it, not looking back on the past. Got a new journey on the horizon, perseverance pays off. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Maybe this may be some new energy from that site. Mountain, we didn't have very much of a start, and I caught him in a lie red-handed. I'm not as interested in continuing as I am as being accountable and being honest, and I can let it go. I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, I know. I hate liars, and I feel like everybody's a liar. I just feel like everybody's a liar. I mean, and I've recently been very shocked and surprised by some people that, you know, you think that you know someone and then they fucking lie to you and tell you that you're crazy when you know damn well that you're not. I know, it's infuriating. I don't understand what's the point of lying. I always feel like people, like, I don't know where I got the honesty thing from. I don't know if it's because I'm a people pleaser or I don't want to get in trouble, but I've always felt like at some point the lie is going to get exposed and then you're going to look like an asshole. That's the way that I've always felt about everything. So that's why I never lied, because I always felt like, unless it was something I didn't care about, like if I cut class, like, did you cut class? No. Well, you know, I knew I could get out of that, or I wasn't going to be, you know, but if it was something, I wouldn't lie, like, you know, I got $1 million in the bank, you know, I'm, got a Lamborghini in the garage, you know, like, I just feel like people are going to find out, and then you look like an asshole. Like, what are you lying about? I'm not impressed. I'm not fucking impressed. I don't care. Anyway. New chapter. What can I expect from Philip in the future? I wouldn't expect much. It looks like you may be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. It doesn't look like there's all that much happening here. Nothing is changing quickly. If this is someone from the past, I would say either you or him are not looking back on the past fondly. And there's, I wouldn't expect that much. It looks like either the situation has gone out of balance or there's distance between the two of you. You may need to reach out to him if you want to see things move forward. Yeah, and you know, like that's the thing about being intuitive. It's like sometimes you know something and you don't even want to believe it because you're like, nah, you can't fucking, you can't try to lie to me about that because you got to know that I'm going to know that that's not true. But I don't know. I guess liars, they just don't care. They just don't care. I mean, I don't know. Column general. Being guided by the divine brings you right to the top of the mountain where you feel like you can breathe a sigh of relief. You could have some travel coming in. You could also have the solution to a problem right in front of you and you'll figure it out probably by the end of the month. Life changes for the better quickly. You're not looking back on the past fondly. Looking for life to move forward. The weight of the world moves off your shoulders when success comes in around business, work, school, whatever you do all day. It looks like you got an Aries that comes in that may be of significance. Feeling better appreciated and better compensated. Life is moving forward. Passion for life. What's coming towards me in the next 10 days? You're stepping into your own strength. The hard work that you put into something work, school, business related comes back to you. Being guided by the divine. Maybe very focused on a new business, a side business. You may be feeling like could have excuse me, a new spiritual practice that either comes in. It could be a spiritual practice, it could be a religious practice, it may be something that you used to do and you go back to that comes back around. Like, I don't know, I used to meditate, now I'm going to start meditating again. Or I used to do the rosaries, I'm going to start rosaries again. It also looks like your perseverance pays off. And you may be traveling. There's some travel coming in. If you're not traveling in the next 10 days, you might be thinking about it, looking into it, planning it. Lucky me, current thoughts and feelings of the Libra for me. Libra thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, creative. They may have a romantic connection. You've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities around you and the Libra. They think highly of you. You're intelligent, you're smart, kind, caring, and sincere. Sure, blessings coming to me within the next 2 months. New business opportunity could come in, money's coming in. Feeling relief around finances, financial life is moving forward and brings in cause for celebration. You got a Virgo coming in that may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Success comes in around work, school, business, whatever it is that you do all day, and the hard work that you put into work, school, business, whatever you do all day will come back to you and will be like you'll be rewarded for your hard work. Nana, love. If you're not with anyone right now, you could have a new energy that comes in that's a soulmate connection. It looks like it may be an Aries. You also have around you a Virgo. Somebody may be coming in with making an offer that would be hard to turn down, and success comes in around that. Cause for celebration comes in around love. If you're with someone right now, current relationship looks good. It's a soulmate connection, but if communication is a little bit down, that's okay. Just let your partner be. You'll get past it. You make it to the top of the mountain and feel like you can breathe a sigh of relief. It does look like the next relationship or the current relationship that you're in has long-term potential. Divine, does he think that I'll do black magic on him and his wife to split them up? No, I don't think he does. No. Yeah, it's true about intuitive people. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's like, yeah. Sometimes it's like ignorance is bliss, right? Lie to me, I don't want to know. Rosie, general for the week. Life seems to move forward and something should come in that makes you very happy. Maybe around feeling a little bit more balanced around life. Got a little bit of good karma coming in. Could have communication that comes in from someone that you haven't heard from in quite some time. And money is coming in with the 9 of Pentacles. Not a bad week. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Ladies, why hasn't ES talked to me these days? Well, they have a new venture on the horizon, and they may be legitimately busy. They may be very focused on, they got a business opportunity or a new work, school, business, whatever they do all day. There's a new opportunity there they may be working very hard on. They're also feeling like, well, if you haven't heard from them, but there's somebody from the past, you should hear from them soon. They show up again. They just may be incredibly busy and have a lot going on. Anonymous, when could I see him again? Maybe within the next couple of days. I would say 2 days to 2 weeks. Pretty soon. Mo, has Vanessa started dating other people? No, I don't think so. Nope. Mo, love in the near future for me. You're gonna have choices. You always get that. You're gonna have choices. Damn. You've got feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief around a long-term commitment if that's what you want. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Perseverance pays off. Got a Libra here. Things can move forward with a Libra or a water sign relatively quickly. But you're going to have choices. 7 of Cups. It's okay. Choices are good. Better to have choices than not have any. Hanuman, how do you feel about my messages on WhatsApp? Undecided. A little bit like things are out of balance. Did he not respond? He also may feel like he doesn't have a lot of choices or like he has a long road ahead of him. He may not be sure what to say, and maybe that's why he hasn't responded if he didn't respond. It looks like there's some stress around it. Rising star love for the rest of the month. Timing around the rest of the month ain't great. Judgment's in reverse. If you're with someone, it's okay. It doesn't mean that your relationship has to fall apart. If you're not with anyone, there's indecision. You may be making a decision to walk away or thinking about walking away from someone. If you're not with anyone, towards the end of the month, perseverance pays off and a water sign comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Communication should pick up towards the end of the month. If there's someone around that you've been talking to and you feel like the communication has kind of gotten stagnant, communication can come in. I don't know. The rest of the month is a little bit kind of stagnant. I think that once we get to October, the energy is going to shift. And October will maybe be a little bit better. Next 2 weeks are like a little bit indecision. Timing is poor. You might feel like one step forward, 2 steps back. Or like nothing really gets off the ground. Love and light, general around my relationship with him. Well, the sun is in reverse. The sun is always positive, even in reverse. Happiness can come to the situation. It just may be down the road a little bit. There are some issues here. I don't know where your relationship is right now, but you might feel like it's somewhat at a standstill. You could also be feeling as if it's unsuccessful, and there could be a third party that's involved here or that's around the situation. Lovers is in reverse. If you're not in a committed relationship with this card in reverse, I wouldn't see you getting a commitment right now. If you are in a committed relationship, it could be an issue. That could be a breakup. I don't know. I don't know where you guys are, so it's kind of hard for me to tell, but it looks like there could be issues around the situation. Innocent me, what is A's feelings and next actions? Listen to your intuition. They're not holding themselves back, but you may be feeling disappointed in them. You may feel like they're a little bit out of balance. If there's somebody from your past, you'll hear from them. If not, you're hearing from someone from your past. Someone from your past returns. I don't know, A's feeling a little bit stuck. I think that if you want to hear from this person, you should reach out to them. I wouldn't wait around because they're coming up as very stuck or stagnant, and it doesn't look like they're putting in all that much effort. They may be thinking about things but not really doing anything. I would reach out to them. Get the ball rolling that way. Divine Cancer, mutual energy between us for the next 10 days. Pretty good. Persevering and moving forward. New journey on the horizon. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Anybody that I didn't get to? Swara. The future between me and Oasis. You may find this situation to be disappointing. It looks like somebody may be holding themselves back, which leads to disappointment. I don't know where you guys are in the relationship right now, but you may feel either hurt or betrayed by the situation. However, you could at some point have a wish. Put a wish out into the universe because maybe things will change. I don't know. This relationship doesn't look like it's off to a great start. I don't know where you guys are right now, but it does look like there's like disappointment and wounds around. Are you guys in a relationship right now? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're only talking right now, then it may be a long road ahead of you, but there is a wish around the situation, but I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know if the two of you are on the same page at this point. Let's see what happens. Is there anyone else here that I have an answer for? No, that's it. And I got to all the moderators? Yes, right? All right, 12:30. Oh, let me do Piscean vibes. Piscean vibes will be my last person. I think I just spit across the whole thing. There's no one else in here but me. Everybody else is elsewhere. All right, let's do Piscean vibes. How will he react if I change my number and avoid him? Well, he's going to feel burdened by this situation. And he's going to feel like nothing has changed for the better quickly, or nothing is changing around the situation. He's going to be either disappointed or let down. I wouldn't change your number unless you 100% want this person out of your life, because if you change your number and then you let him back in, then the number changing thing isn't going to work anymore. You know what I mean? Like, if you make a decision that I'm not going to talk to you ever again, and you make that decision when you're feeling really angry, but you know, then your feelings change, and like 2 or 3 days later, you don't care so much anymore because whatever. Like, I always use this example. I have a friend who, he's a fucking asshole. He's an asshole, and I'll tell him that to his face. You know, he's just, and I would get so mad at him, and I'd be like, I'm not ever fucking talking to him again because he always does this. But then after a while, I didn't care anymore, and he's just a friend. I don't care, whatever. But if you make the decision to change your phone number in the moment of anger, and then at some point you're no longer mad at him and you want to resume with him, then you can't ever change your number again because he's not going to believe it. You know, it's like the person that blocks, right? It's like, well, I deleted him off of Facebook. I deleted him off of social media on Monday, but then on Wednesday I added him back in. Okay, well, now delete him on Friday and see if he cares. He's going to be like, well, this is what she does. She gets pissed off, she deletes me, and she adds me back. So it's the same thing with the phone number. If you really want this person out of your life, change your phone number, but then that's it. There is no more of him. Because if you let him back in, changing the phone number is never going to work again, and then what are you going to do next time? You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that that's what you want, and then that's it. He's done. But if you're doing this, and the reason why I say this, not because I think you're doing this, but because this is what women do. I'm going to make it so hard for him to get in touch with me because I want to see how hard he's going to work to get me back in his good graces. If that's what your intention is behind this, don't change your number, because it's just going to cause much more complications. If you really want him out of your life, then you change your number, but you have to stick to it. Because if you let him back in, forget about it. You're not going to have any other cards to play when you really want to end it. All right, there's 2 more people here. I can't not answer them. Silent Killer, what are the Aquarius's feelings in next move? Aquarius is sort of stuck, and they're maybe thinking a lot about things, but they're not putting in any actions. If you want to speak to Aquarius, who's right there, then I would reach out to them. I wouldn't wait around. I would not wait around for Aquarius because they're not putting in any effort right now. Katoon, will he reply to me? He'll reply to you, yeah. Yep. All right, is that it for me? I've answered everyone. Amanda will be my last person. Go ahead, send the question. Last person here is Amanda, and then I'm really gonna sign off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know yet what time tomorrow. It depends on, probably in the afternoon. Yeah, go ahead, Amanda. You're gonna be my last one. Well, maybe Amanda's not here anymore. All right, that's okay. Amanda, if you come back tomorrow, I'll make sure I get to you. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. Have a great evening, and I will see you guys at some point tomorrow. Bye-bye.